about to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I've got another week of family meal ideas for you, where I'm going to take you through some of the things we eat as a family of 5 over the last few weeks or so. I did want to show you my Pallet herb garden as well. I'm going to try and pop that in at the end of the video because some of you have been asking, did we finish it? Basically, we made a herb garden out of a pallet. It's kind of pretty self-explanatory. I did actually put it on Instagram. We finished it quite a few weeks ago. But if you don't follow us on Instagram, or you don't have Instagram, you won't have seen it. So at the end of this video, it is just out there in the corner there. But at the end of this video, I will just take you outside, hopefully, and show you. But it is raining, so I might have to get the umbrella out. But I thought I would show you that, just in case you're interested, because I know a few of you have been asking. If you do want to follow us on Instagram, it is the Foulger family. And I try and post on there most days, and I do lots of little stories and recipes and things. So if you want to go and give us a follow, that'd be great. But all that being said, let's go and take a look at some of the things we've had last week. Okay, so I'm just about to start my chili chicken bombs, and what I'm going to do, I was going to fill these chilies with cream cheese, then put them in the chicken, and then I was going to wrap it in bacon. I've just seen cheese strings in the fridge, and I'm thinking that these might work better, they might hold their shape. I'm hoping these aren't the mega spicy chilies. If they are, it's a bit tough. It says medium. So the first thing I'm going to do is prepare my chilies. So we just need to cut off the stem. No, actually, so we're just going to cut off the stem. I've just realised I don't need 4, because you don't use one whole chilli for each one. You just use half. So I'm going to cut each one in half. And then we're going to take the seeds out and rinse them. Otherwise they are going to be really hot. I need to prepare my chicken breasts. So each fillet I'm going to try and thinly slice. I'm just going to use some baking paper. So we flattened that out a little bit. So next up, I'll just do one at a time to show you. So I'm going to lay a piece of foil, 2 rashers for each. I'm going to lay them a little bit apart. And to lay my chicken on the top like that. I'll cut my cheese string so that it fits kind of inside my chilli. And then I'm going to put that face down. What way should we wrap it? That way. On the chicken. And then I'm going to attempt to wrap the chicken over. Use my bacon to kind of roll it. I actually need a little bit more bacon. I think I could actually do with 3 pieces per chicken breast. These are absolutely massive chicken breasts, so I'm going to use an extra piece on each. What I'm going to do now is, as that's tightly wrapped, I'm going to roll it really tightly and pop it in the fridge. If I put that in the fridge for a little while, so if I wrap it up and put it in the fridge, it'll all set together. I'm going to wrap it really tightly. And then I'm going to pop it in the fridge, and I'm going to do that 4 more times. Right, so here we are, ready to go in the fridge for a little while before we put them on the barbecue. I ended up having to supplement 2 of them with a little bit of chicken ham because we didn't have enough bacon, but I'm sure they'll be fine. Right, so this is the chicken bomb, and we've got the chili with the chicken and the cheese and the bacon, and it's all barbecued. And we've also got like potato salad, we've got sausages, crisps, and
it looks the bomb.
the bomb. It looks so good.
It does.
And that's what it looks like before it's chopped. I just thought I'd show you another one. It's just worked really, really well. I don't know how spicy it is, but it just looks so good. So I just wanted to pop on and say that they took about 25 to 30 minutes on the barbecue. So after about 20 minutes, I took the foil off and let them brown up a bit. And also the chilies weren't very spicy, so it's just hit and miss with chilies, isn't it? You can never tell, but these weren't that spicy, but they were still really, really good. So for dinner tonight we've got the Chinese chicken curry. I've added some peas in at the last minute. This has been in the slow cooker all day and the potatoes have gone soft and the chickens fall apart tender. But I absolutely suck at cooking rice. I'm rubbish at it. This looks more like, I don't know, like bread dough. I've never ever been able to cook rice, so that's why I buy the boil in the bag like packets. So if you've got any foolproof, and I mean foolproof ways that my rice will not turn out, I'm gonna show you. I know this is like, you don't want to see, but look, it is literally, look at my rice. It's like semolina. So rice is not supposed to look like mashed potato, but mine always does, unless I buy the boil in the bag one. So let me know, other than buying a rice cooker, how do I make it? Other than that, this curry is amazing. I have got a cook with me up on this channel. I will leave it linked down below, and just do the rice however you do it. Don't follow my instructions because I'm really bad at it. The funniest thing about this clip is when I served this up and the boys were eating it, they were like, "Mum, what have you done differently to the rice?" And I was like, "Oh, I ruined it." And they were like, "No, we absolutely love it. It's so much nicer than the normal rice you make when I do like the boil in the bag one." They were like, they thought I'd actually made proper sticky rice. So I've got to try and mess it up every single time now. So for tonight's dinner, I have done chicken in a basket with chips. I bought these baskets. I'm determined to use them, even though they were for the garden and we're not having the good weather. So I'm like, right, I'm using them. So we've got the SFC chicken boxes, so chicken fillets, we've got popcorn chicken, some southern fried nuggets, some plain nuggets and oven chips, and a bowl of sweets because it's movie night. The teenagers in no way condone this. They literally just don't care. They eat whatever's put in front of them. But Oscar likes the novelty of it, and I think it's quite cute, and I just do it for all of them because I reckon they'd really actually be sad if I didn't. So, but no, they're probably going to kill me for putting this on the internet. But there you go. This is what they've got for their dinner tonight. And we're going to go and watch Artemis Fowl on Disney Plus. I'm just starting tonight's dinner. It's going to be a real simple one tonight. I've got these 2 packets of Lidl filled pasta. This tortelloni is really, really cheap. I think it's 60p a pack. We've got the prosciutto and we've got a spinach and ricotta. So I'm going to boil these. I've got a jar of bolognese sauce and some herb soft cream cheese. And what I'm going to do is when these are cooked, I'm going to pop them in an oven dish, and then I'm going to mix these 2 together to make like a creamy sauce, pop it over the top and grate some cheese on, and then pop it back in the oven so it's like a filled pasta bake. That's the only other thing I added to the sauce was just a green chilli that I've chopped up and popped in. So I've parboiled the pasta. It said 8 minutes, so I've done it for about half that because it'll carry on cooking in the oven. This is a really, really cheap dish. So you've got about £1.20's worth of pasta, a value bolognese sauce, which is about 60p, half a top of cream cheese, which works out about 25p, and then I'm going to top it with grated cheese, and you could serve it with a couple of garlic baguettes, and they're about 40p if you get like the value ones. So really nice and simple, like filling meal, and it would quite easy do 4 of you, or in our case 5, if you had a garlic bread or a bit of salad on the side. So I'm just going to top it with some cheese. I've got a little tiny bit of parmesan left as well, so I'm going to top that on there as well just to get rid of it, and then put it in the oven. Right, so cheese is on and it's going in the oven. Right, so I've just pulled it out of the oven, and as you can see it's really bubbling and boiling hot, so I'm just going to let it sit for a minute and then dish it up. And here it is dished up, and Steve's just run out to the herb garden. It sounds so cool. Run out to our pallet and pick some basil. And this is what we're going to have, and it looks really good. I've never tried it like this before, but it's a different way of serving it, and it looks nice. So here are our cheeseburger pods all dished up. So we've got some root veg crisps, just like we had in Satui Canteen in Animal Kingdom. That was in the Pandora area, and we absolutely loved it. And I'm so sentimental, it's so nostalgic. and hopefully, well, we know they taste good, but I'm not sure what the Caesar dressing, well, it just tastes like Caesar dressing.
Yeah, it looks good though.
It looks really good. So this is what we've got for dinner tonight. So for tonight's dinner, Steve and I have got simple grilled chicken salad. So it's chicken thighs, and I've just put some salt, pepper, some of this all-purpose seasoning that you get in Lidl. And then I've got lettuce, cucumber, tomato, beetroot, spring onion, and we've just done a dressing, or well, we've basically just poured some balsamic vinegar over it, and that's what we're having tonight. It's mine, and Steve's is pretty much the same. And that is it. That's our dinner. For dinner tonight, we've got leftover Chinese chicken curry that I made in the slow cooker. There was loads and loads of it left, so I froze it, and because we haven't done rice with it, it's got potatoes in. Just going to serve it with a tortilla wrap so we can kind of dip it in like a naan. So Steve and I have got some Muscle Food chicken chili sausages, and I've just done some courgette, some onion and some cauliflower rice, and then I've added some tomatoes, like a tin of tomatoes, some tomato puree, lots of different seasonings, a stock pot, and we're about to put some natural yogurt and some nutritional yeast on the top. And that is basically what we've got. It's kind of like a sausage cauliflower rice thing. That's our dinner for tonight. Right, I'm just going to start making the boys this disgustingly unhealthy dessert, but they deserve a treat every now and again. So I've just got some Easter eggs that I had left over, obviously from Easter. They were the ones that were reduced down to like 50p. So I bought some of those, and then we completely forgot about them. So I'm just going to put a couple of scoops in each. Easter eggs actually aren't as big as I remember. I think looking at this, I thought when I said I was going to put ice cream in an Easter egg, I thought I'd need loads, but you can literally just fit 2 scoops with this stupid ice cream scoop. I'm just about to fit 2 scoops in one. Some mini eggs that came in there as well. So I'm basically just going to put some cream . Wow, this does not feel like it's working, this cream. Siren's moaning because she knows exactly what it is, because she may have had a lick once when we were playing Pie Face. There's no way to do this prettily. This is really hard to push. No, Rennie, you're not. Right, next up I'm going to put a bit of toffee sauce. And then we're going to pop on a few mini eggs. Whoa, that was going. A couple more. Oh no. So warm as well today. Everything is falling apart. There we go. Ice cream, Easter egg. Unhealthy dessert. What a nice treat. Right, I'm going to have to be very quick because it is raining and the water is dripping off the tree above me straight onto my head. So this is the pallet. Basically what Steve did is he boarded in underneath. I'll show you. He like boarded in under there just with planks and created planters. So this one is my parsley. Look how massive it is. It's huge. This one is actually obviously chives, but we've just put the stick in to keep like the hair standing up. We've got thyme in this one. This is basil. I take cuttings from these and put them indoors. He's growing a bit odd, this one. I know you're supposed to pinch out from the top and then they get bushier, but this one just doesn't seem to want to, but it's doing really well. There's parsley down the bottom here, which is also massive. And if anyone's got any tips on growing herbs and things, then let me know. Do I need to cut like some of this off? I have got some cuttings of this and the coriander indoors as well, but when I looked it up they said the coriander, hello, don't eat my herbs, no. They said the coriander doesn't grow well from cuttings, and nor does parsley. My parsley seems to be growing okay. Hobbs, excuse me, I'm trying, could you? And over there behind Hobbs is mint, which does go absolutely wild if you don't put it in a pot or a container. It can take over like your entire flower beds. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it. And then we've just got all these fresh herbs as and when we need them. But yeah, tips would be appreciated on what I'm supposed to do. I mean, this coriander is absolutely massive. But that's it, that's our little palette one, and we've just painted it in the black that we painted our poles for our lights and our sail on our pallet sofa. So really good idea if you can get hold of one, and it's just nice to have fresh herbs. Yeah, so if anybody does have any tips or little hints on what I'm supposed to do with the herbs, I mean, I know what to do with them as in cooking, but I don't know whether I'm supposed to be trimming them back or just leaving them alone, or can you take cuttings? Like, so anyone got any tips on how to get, because what I want to do is I've got 3 little pots in the kitchen and I want to grow a few indoor herbs and then just keep taking cuttings and replacing them, and then grow like the bigger ones out here. So I've got some like readily available. The last thing I wanted to say was yesterday I got a knock at the door, and it was the postman, and I received these in a package. Now these are from Trader Joe's. These have been sent to me by one of you lovely viewers. It's Julie from Florida, and she sent these out because she said they're like her favourite spices and we don't get them over here. Thank you so much, Julie. I have already messaged her on Instagram and said thank you. But I cannot wait to try it. I'm probably going to say this wrong, but it's called everything but the elote. Is it elote or elote? Basically, elote or whatever, however you pronounce that word, is a Mexican corn, and I believe it's usually chipotle seasoning, mayonnaise and cheese, and you mix it together and rub it on corn, like a corn on the cob, what we call over here corn on the cob, and then like barbecue it or do it in foil. But I cannot wait to try it. This says it's got salt, chili pepper, cheese, chipotle and cumin. This one is umami seasoning blend, and apparently this goes brilliantly on steak. We've got an organic chili seasoning blend. We love anything chili, you know what we're like. And this chili and lime, so it's just the right amount of salt and heat, and I think this would be amazing on like salmon or fish. So that's what we're actually going to have tonight. I've got some pollock and I'm going to put some of that on it. But thank you so much, Julie, that is so kind of you. And she also sent me a really lovely card, and it just made my day. I do want to point out that this was sent to our PO box, which we actually closed a few months ago, so quite lucky it got here. I don't think I mentioned in any videos that we'd closed it. I just took the address out of most of the videos, like the recent ones and the ones going forward that I've been recording. So please don't send anything to our PO box address because I'm not sure it will still get here. We were lucky that did. If you do want to send anything, obviously I don't expect anyone to ever send me anything, then just get in contact with me. The reason we closed the PO box was because, one, they're so expensive, like a lot of money, and ours was up just at the beginning of like lockdown, and it was up for renewal, and we just thought at the time no one knew anything, everything seemed very up in the air, and it seemed like a very trivial thing to be continuing paying for a PO box when we're in the middle of like a global pandemic. So we just said no, we won't renew it for now. And yeah, it was just really expensive, and some of the things, like, I wasn't that impressed. We had a Royal Mail one and I wasn't that impressed with the service. Some things like this came from America and got here, even though we don't have the PO box anymore, within like a couple of weeks. We've had things posted in the UK that just haven't arrived at all, and no one knows where they've ended up. Or we've had, I think Hobbs wants to come in, or we've had things from the UK that have taken like literally 3 or 4 months to get here. Whereas obviously if it's just posted to your door, then they come a lot quicker. And I know we have been in the middle of the pandemic, so postage has been all over the place, but this was before that even started, so I don't know, we cancelled it. So if you do want to send anything, please don't address anything to the PO box, and just give me a message and we can sort something out. But I really don't expect anything from anyone. But thank you, Julie, you really did make me smile, and you guys are so lovely. I really appreciate every kind message and every little post and every private message you send, every time someone tags me on Instagram with something coconut or something they think I'd like. It's just so lovely. So anyway, I'm going to stop gushing now, and I'm going to let Hobbs in before he scratches mud all over my conservatory doors, which I've just cleaned again. If you did enjoy this video, please take a second just to go and hit the like button and subscribe if you're not already. We've just hit 18,000, which is really, really amazing. I never thought we would ever hit that, but very, very pleased with that one. So if you're not subscribed, I'd love it if you would, and I'll be back very, very soon with another video. Take care, guys.
This is what we